What's up, everybody? I wanted to do a quick live on the importance of editing videos. I'm here with my man Q. We're going to talk about editing videos for 5 quick minutes. So, I've been doing this series, Raw and Unedited, kind of just giving you guys some insight into what goes on in editing videos. And Q does a lot of editing of the videos that we do here in Arsenal, Fime, KVAR, all the different brands, and including our own videos that we publish onto different platforms. So a lot of people take editing for granted, but editing can add things like calls to action, make it dress up the video, make it look cleaner, and also enhance the sound, video, photo quality. How long, Q, does it typically take to edit a video?
It depends on how many graphics are in there, music, things of that nature. But you can usually get the standard is 1 hour for 1 minute of finished video.
And how important is it to edit a video, at least on a minimal case, like put bumpers, add?
It can add a tremendous amount as far as just the quality of the video looking professional from something that some guy's doing in his basement to looking like, it was done by a professional. Just that 30 minutes to an hour worth of work will,
You guys know how we do with this series. We're not trying to make this like this huge grand video. This is straight from a cell phone. This is no audio. This shit drives Q crazy doing it this way. Because editing and through the years I've worked with guys like Q, guys like Derek, guys like John at BCG Media, all these different guys, they take editing so seriously, and editing becomes really important. If I put anything out there that isn't edited or isn't the top quality, they say, oh, that's crap. But I'm doing this series this way because I just want to give you guys some insight into what it's like being in a studio, but also working with nothing. And sometimes you got to make ice cream out of poop.
I'm dying right now, guys. He's killing me right now with this.
Because the audio is not going to be great. But I try to tell everybody, if you have just a cell phone, you can start with just a cell phone. And part of this series to do it this way is to do it as raw and unedited and as unclean as humanly possible. But I want to stress to you guys the importance of just getting videos out there. And sometimes in YouTube and in different platforms, we overthink it and we do things 100 different ways. But Q will spend time editing videos anywhere from a half hour to 3 hours it can take up to, depending on how long it is. What software do you suggest to people that are just starting out?
Definitely, I would go with the Adobe Suite. I'm an Avid guy, born and bred on Avid, and I was a Final Cut guy until they fucked it up with X. Now they went very consumer with X. They cared about people who were buying it at Best Buy who wanted to edit, and they got away from what professionals, or what I like to think of myself as a professional, would use. But Adobe kind of came through and cleaned everything up. The reason I go with Adobe over any of the others is because you step into the Adobe suite. You got After Effects, you got Photoshop, you got Bridge, you got all those programs in Adobe that work together. So learning and mastering Premiere branches out into the rest of the Adobe suite. Before you know it, you're kind of a master of all trades.
So before I let everybody go, what would your top 3 things to edit be in a video? Color correct. See, he's getting calls now. See, this is
No.
audio.
Audio, and then more audio. People just do not understand how quickly a video can go to shit if your audio isn't right. I see it every day. I hear it every day. People cutting off voices, people not boosting audio where it needs to be, static in the background. Like, take care of your audio, people. Take care of your audio. If you can't hear anything, it don't matter how good the picture is. Take care of your audio.
That's good advice. Well, I'm going to suggest this because I'm a gear weirdo. If you're struggling with audio, look at Rode, get some attachable microphones, get something that can splice into an iPhone. I would say the first step between going raw, unfiltered, unedited would be add in some type of microphone and some type of...
It's come down so much. Even 10 years ago, you
I
couldn't
think
afford
50
mics.
bucks you can get
Now
a
you can
small
get-
Rode mic that attaches to your iPhone.
It's
There's a lot
ridiculous.
of things out there, like I've been looking at the Beast Grip. I think for 300 or 400 bucks, you can have a whole chassis for your cell phone, and you can pretty much use your cell phone to do everything at this point. We have, obviously, here in the studio, high-end cameras, high-end equipment. We complain, but we have some pretty decent pretty good stuff here that we use. I would definitely suggest at a minimum start with a microphone, even 50 bucks at Best Buy, and then upwards of 200 or 300 bucks. I would say, Q, just my 2 cents before we let everybody go. If audio is the most important thing, that does reach a point of diminishing returns. Don't go out and buy a $500 microphone for your cell phone. Go buy a nice $50 to $150 microphone. Some guys go overboard, hook it up, get a little dead cat on there, and eventually maybe upgrade to a chassis just for ease of holding it and setting it up. Or get some lapel mics. You can get some decent lapel mics that can hook right into your iPhone. Make sure they're compatible before you spend the money.
Good audio, man. Good audio.
So, want to wrap this up. This is another episode of Raw Unedited. I hope you guys like it. This is just, touching on different things. We started with the studio tour, talked about sponsorship. Now we're talking about video editing. Throughout this series, and I'm trying to do this every day as a bit of a challenge to myself with the exceptional weekends, is give you guys a little insight into the shit we look at every day.